It's the city girls. What's up? Salt and pepper, the original freaking frack. I want to know what happened between Shamia's mama and Porsha's mama. Because that's the real story. Okay? Hey. Mm-hmm. Mm. The original freaking frack, baby. What's up, y'all? What's going on? I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here, then we're gonna get started. Y'all know I really don't like doing live reviews. It's just really not my thing. But, you know, I was thinking it really wasn't a lot that happened, in my opinion, this episode. I knew it was gonna kind of be somewhat of a filler in a way. Um, so I was like, you know what? Since it really wasn't a lot, then maybe we could just go ahead and do a little live review. I think it's the ones when those episodes are jam packed and the really good episodes from Housewives. Those are the ones I really don't like to go and do live reviews because, girl, sometimes my reviews are over an hour. So just imagine if I try to do a live review. It's gonna be 3 hours and 37 minutes. Girl. But in this case, like I said, it wasn't really a lot that happened this episode. So I was like, you know what? We can go ahead and do just a little 1-2 um with the Housewives review. Yes. What's up, Alnisha? Happy Monday to you too. What's up, Ebony and Gloria? What's up, Barb Meets World? Yeah, I kind of figured that it wasn't a lot going on this episode because I could tell by when they released this week's what is it called, trailer or whatever it's called. I was like, girl, they showed Porsha twerking at bowling. I said, okay. Um, the sit down with Porsha and Shamia, that was, somewhat interesting. But for the most part, I kind of figured it wasn't a lot going on. What's up, Montrez? What's up, Gloria? What's up, Peach? All right, y'all. The preview. That's what I meant. The preview. Yes, I could tell by the preview from last week for this week's episode, it wasn't a lot. I knew wasn't a lot going to happen. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna give them a few more seconds to come in, and then we're gonna get started. Baby, like I said, before we get into the mess, girl, the real tea is the tea that they don't want to talk about. And that is the original freaking frack. The original city girls. Salt and pepper. The real tea. What's up, Diva? The real tea is, girl, why Peach Juice Mama and Shamina Mama ain't sisters no more. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Okay, it's 4 minutes in. Okay, we don't waited long enough. The replay will be up for those who come in late. So the episode starts out with Angela and Charles. Y'all know Charles is so handsome to me. He's an older, handsome man. But Charles gives me grumpy man. Like, Charles is cool, but it has to be he doesn't want to be on the show, right? Because I think Angela already told us that Charles didn't want to be on the show. I don't mind a long Rodney live because we be discussing everything from Porsha stealing that woman husband and Hennessy to the old gay website. Us girls used to look at like Read It Wrong and Thug Baby. Thank you, the Honey 07. Okay. Charles just gives me very like grumpy old man all the time. And maybe it's because he doesn't want to be on the show. Because I think Angela did say that he didn't want to be on the show, and he, I guess he wanted to make Angela happy, so he agreed to it. But at some point, it's like, ooh, girl, like I don't. A part of me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A part of me started thinking, was Angela this already self-made millionaire before she got with Charles? Because the way, like, I don't know if I could put up with Charles and the way he appears to me being grumpy all the time, unless like I had a little access to the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that Angela, was Angela already a millionaire before Charles or after Charles? Because it's like, I just don't know if I could deal with a man like Charles because he's always, I don't know. It's just he's never like, he's just always grumpy. To me, he is. They basically had a conversation about. They basically had a conversation about Shamia, not Shamia, girl. Y'all already know I'm trying to get to, girl. Girl, okay. Girl, we about to, girl, how I feel is how I feel. I'm not changing how I feel. But Angela and Charles have a conversation about her sister. Um, and, Angela says that she basically has tried to set her, family up for success. And she mentioned something about a tax business that I guess she started for her sister. Whatever it is, her sister do not fool with her, and Angela don't fool with her sister because, girl, have y'all noticed that, girl, she can't even say her sister's name? Girl, did y'all notice that when she says her sister's name, they bleep it out? Girl, baby, baby, baby. I said, oh, your sister don't fool with you at all, at all, at all. Girl, your sister don't even want her name said on the show, baby. Yeah. They don't like each other. Girl, they blur out her pictures and they bleep out her name. Girl, I said, oh, girl. Yes. And even when Angela says stuff like Charles back me up, like, girl, I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird to me. It's weird to me. But yeah, she's basically just girl, when I tell you no access, baby, that sister do not play with Angela, baby. Baby, that's the real storyline. If we're gonna be honest, baby, that's the real storyline. Girl, get the sister on the show. Girl, because that sister said, girl, don't say my name. Girl, say my name, say my name. Girl, you're not gonna say my name. Baby, you're not gonna say my name, you're not gonna show my picture. I wish you would. Yeah, yes. Okay. Cynthia and Shamia, they meet up. Now, before we even get started in this whole Shamia, Porsha friendship, okay, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. So we'll start out with this, okay? Shamia basically tells Cynthia that she is disappointed that Porsha was questioning her in front of the girls. Now, let me just say one thing I don't like about Shamia, and I said this last week. And I clocked her when she tried to pull the Uno reverse card. In my opinion, what Shamia told Angela and Drew, it didn't sound like she was dogging Porsha out. It sounded like she was basically just saying that she was hurt by Porsha not attending her wedding. And that Angela says that Shamia said that she is afraid to voice her opinion to Porsha. I didn't like that when it was brought up that Shamia, instead of just standing in what she said, she tried to backpedal and pussy pop. Instead of her just saying, yeah. And to Porsha's credit, the way that Shamia tried to present it as if Porsha took what Angela said and just chopped her off at the knees. From what I saw, Porsha took what Angela said and she didn't bring it up. So when Shamia tried to pull the, oh, I'm mad at Porsha, I don't think she said mad, but I'm lack of a better word, disappointed in Porsha because she took what the ladies and ran with it. I don't think she never necessarily just took it and ran with it. She didn't even bring it up. So when it came up, Shamia should have just stood in it. But she tried to do the reverse Uno card. Shamia tells Cynthia that, now mind you, y'all know Porsha did a post and delete the other day. And she basically tried to send a warning to Shamia to watch what you say about my mama on TV. Porsha, girl, the way that Porsha tried to frame it is as if Shamia was down to Atlanta just dragging Dirty Diana. Girl, the fact of the matter is, whatever Shamia said to Cynthia, she said to your face. So I don't know why Porsha tried to come down to the internet, making it seem as if Shamia was dragging her mama, when the fact is, whatever Shamia said to Cynthia, she turned around and said it again later in the episode to your face. And the fact of the matter is, your mama did say what Shamia said she said. Because she said it the second episode this season. So she basically tells Cynthia that Porsha's mother said that she doesn't know how to accept Shamia because of the history she has with Shamia's mama. So now, here we go. Diana got beef with Shamina's mama. And because Shamina and Peach Juice mama used to run the streets together, be very clear, girl, before Porsha and Shamia, okay, it was Diana and Shamia's mama. Be very clear. So it's secrets on top of secrets on top of secrets on top of secrets. The same way that Porsha and Shamia was running the streets, okay, girl? And it's this ladies' night and the feeling's right. Oh, this is ladies' night. What a night. Okay, girl, it was the City Girls. I call them the City Girls, Salt and Pepper, right? The original freaking frack. So basically, Shamia said that Porsha's mama said that she don't know how to take Shamia because of basically the history she has with Shamia's mama. I would be so offended if I was Shamia. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because whatever my mama did to you, or whatever you did to my mama, or whatever y'all did to each other, ain't got nothing to do with me. And lady, you are damn near like a second mama to me. Girl, I've been knowing you since I was in high school. girl, I've been knowing you since I was in high school. Girl, I got a family now. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? And girl, you talking about you don't know how to take me because of something that you and my mama went through. I want to know why the mamas fell out. That's what I want to know. I want to know why the mamas fell out. And I guarantee you, I ain't gonna say I guarantee you, but my spirit is telling me, girl, my spirit is telling me it was over a nickel. Yeah, it was over a nickel. Girl, I bet you it was over a nickel. I'm telling you. I don't know though, but I feel like the mamas fell out over a piece of meat. She says that she's told her to be careful around Shamia. You can't trust her, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's what Shamia is telling Cynthia. That Portia's mother has said about her. It was either over some money or a nigga. Girl, and I feel like it was over a nigga. Okay. Okay. Um, moving on. So, girl, ain't nothing going on. They went bowling. Okay, girl, whatever. Girl, we saw them. I think I saw them throw a bowling ball one time, and that was it. So, Porsha, I guess this is Portia's way of opening up. Again, here we go. I think she already said this. Girl, I'm gonna watch what I say. I'm gonna watch what I say. Porsha said that her daughter Pilar asks where is her pawpaw. And she says that they had a real not Pilar is saying this, but Porsha is saying that they had a real family. Okay. Um Oh, I don't want to say it. Oh, I want to say it, but I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to say it, but I'm scared too. Yeah. Oh, girl. Oh. Oh. Girl. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna try to say it as nicely as possible. Porsha ought to be embarrassed. I'm sorry, y'all. And I know there's not a manual. I'm trying to be as nice as possible. I know there's not a manual on how to be a parent. I know it's not. But okay. Porsha ought to be embarrassed. Porsha, you already had this girl sitting on this man's lap and you don't know him. Then you turn around and got this man calling him Paw Paw. This is somebody who you were married to for 15 months. And I think you dated for 30 days before you were engaged. And in that quick of a time, you had your daughter sitting on that man's lap and had her referring to him as Paw Paw or Pop Pop, whatever she said. We don't care that Pilar is asking about Simon. Girl, we want you to talk about your marriage. Porsha is doing everything in the world to not talk about her marriage. Everything in the world not to talk about her marriage. Girl. Hashtag fingers crossed for PJ. Hashtag free PJ. Hashtag PJ blink twice Bookie. Thank you, Erica De Niro TV. She's doing everything in her power not to talk about Simon, to the point where she would bring up her daughter asking about Paw. She want to fight with Drew. She want to fight with Dennis. And then Porsha is acting as if she's just so overwhelmed with everything that's going on in her life. I'm not saying that Porsha is not stressed out from a divorce, but Porsha, you were only married to this man for 15 months. My pop was my grandfather. Thank you, Nola, darling. Porsha, you were married to this man for 15 months. If you don't cut your losses and go on about your business, I could see if Porsha had been married to this man for years and years and years, and they had children together and they had businesses together. Like, girl, in the grand scheme of marriage, girl, you were literally still in your newlywed phase. If we're being honest. Porsha is still a newlywed. Girl. So the fact that, girl, you're getting a divorce as a newlywed and you're this stressed out like y'all got kids and businesses and all that. Girl. Porsha also says that she doesn't understand the narrative that is being painted that she's this horrible friend and Shamia is loyal to a fault. That's what I be talking about. I don't like, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say she pull you by your strings, girl. And this is what I mean when I say Porsha is detached from reality. Porsha is still screaming season 16 that she doesn't understand the narrative that's being painted that she's a horrible friend. PJ said, thank you, Recessionista. PJ said she is tired of tripping over empty Hennessy bottles, thongs, boxes, Louboutins, and Timberlands. Who's going to save the baby? Porsha. Peach Juice says the divorce is making her fragile and that she might not be the best friend that she could be right now. Porsha is going to always have an excuse for why she's behaving in the way that she's behaving. Because people have been screaming for years that Porsha is a bad friend. From Nene to Candy, people have said it this season, girl, that she's a horrible friend to Shamia. So at some point, it's like, Porsha, you really need to do some soul searching to see why different people over years have been referring to you as a bad friend. Drew, I wish I had time to find it. I want y'all to go back and listen when they showed Drew's introduction, the music in the background. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Go back and watch the part when Drew came onto the scene. You know how they show their introduction and they put Drew on the screen? The music is soap opera music. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It reminds me of some music that I have heard on Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless. I'm telling you, go back and listen to the music playing in the background. I bet she wish she left that woman's husband alone. I know she do. Thank you, Nola. I know she do. Girl, y'all know I'll be in and out of Drew. Y'all know I'll be in and out of Drew. I don't dislike Drew, but Drew just, I don't know. I always grab my cell phone when Drew come on the screen. I don't know why. I always grab my cell phone. So Drew tells us that Ralph wants Tanya. Tanya is Drew's lawyer. She wants Tanya removed from the case, from her, I mean, as her lawyer. Um, and he basically is saying that he's the rightful owner to Drew Sidor LLC. Girl. Girl, Ralph said he own your name. Girl, Ralph said he's Ike and you are Tina. Girl, I own your name. Girl, Tina said I work too hard for it. Girl, Tina said I want it, he can have it all. I just want my name. I work too hard for it. Girl, he owned that lady's name. Girl, he said that he says he's the rightful owner of Drew Sidor LLC. Can you imagine somebody saying that I am the rightful owner of basically your name? Girl, what? Oh, oh. And so the lawyer told her it's because Drew tall tales make any damn sense. Okay, thank you, Alex. So the lawyer told Drew to create another LLC, basically. And so now Ralph is trying to basically claim 40%, I think, of either both LLCs or even the new one that she created. Girl. Girl. She said she doesn't understand why Ralph is doing all of this because Ralph, I guess, supposedly makes money. Girl. Drew says they have. Did y'all hear when Drew said they have separate accounts? But also, I could have swore, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they? She must have just gotten a separate account because didn't at one point either Drew said or Ralph said, I don't know. I could have swore I remember somebody saying that Ralph was over all the finances. Didn't Drew say that? Didn't Drew say that Ralph was over the finances? I could have sworn somebody said. Okay, did she say that? Because she didn't know about his money. Because I think he had access to her money, but she didn't have access to hers. Yes. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. Yes. Okay, girl. Girl, we got a lot going, girl. Okay. I knew I wasn't tripping. But now she's saying that they have separate accounts. So I'm assuming they must have got separate accounts yes, that's what she said. I'm assuming they must have got separate accounts when this whole divorce thing happened. Girl. I'm telling y'all think I be lying. Y'all think I be lying. If I ever got into a relationship and I don't work my ass off and I've been down here making videos, girl, talking about people, and girl, I become successful and I, become this top YouTuber making all the money, and y'all think some nigga gonna come in and girl get my money? Girl, please. Girl, I would burn all that shit in the middle of the street and start all over. Okay? Bitch, I wish I would give somebody, girl, I don't even want you a part of my business. Do you hear me? Girl, my business is my business. I don't need you as my manager. I don't need you as my accountant. Girl, I don't need your advice. I don't even want you, I don't want you to have nothing to do with my business. Nothing. Girl. I don't even want to run an idea by you. Hello? Yeah, Ralph's social security number would have been sold. Okay. Ralph's social security number would have been sold to Simon and his friends. Okay. Thank you, Diva. Ralph pulled the Ike and Tina on Drew. At least Tina got to keep her name, baby. Baby. And then why Drew said she came home one girl. I don't know. Why Drew said she came home one night and why she said it was 1 o'clock in the morning and Ralph had changed the locks, the code to get in the house. So she couldn't get in the house and she had to go get a hotel. bitch, bitch. Drew said she came home one night and baby he basically changed the locks. He had changed the code to get into the home. And she had to go get a hotel for the night. Girl, what would y'all have done? Let me ask y'all a question. What would you have done if you were in the middle of a divorce from your partner and you came home at 1 o'clock in the morning and your partner had changed the lock so you couldn't get in? But is Drew's name even on that house? I can't remember. I don't know. Because remember he closed. Remember Ralph closed on that house without Drew being there. So is Drew's? I can't remember. Is Drew's name on that house? It's on the house. Oh, it's on the house. Okay. Bust the windows and get locked up. Okay, that's what I would have did too. Bust the windows and went to jail and woke everybody else up in the house. Yeah. Woke everybody up in the neighborhood. Girl, you think I'm about to go? Girl, you think I'm about to go get a hotel room when I got a whole girl 6-bedroom house? Girl, you think I'm about to go get a hotel room when I got this big ass house? Girl, girl, what? And I know you trying to be funny and lock me out. You think I'm about to go get a hotel room when I got this big ass house sitting right in front of me? God, I wish I would. Um. Oh, okay. So let's move on. Angela. You know, for those who don't know, Angela's mother passed away. Um. And I didn't even know. I knew before this episode because one of my friends told me, you know, Angela's mother passed away, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that. So her mother has since passed away. Um. I want to give Angela a shout out for making sure her mother would look cute for TV. Girl, I don't want to say I don't want to talk about nobody's mama. Remember when Marlo had her mama come down to the TV and her mama had that one missing tooth? Ugh, girl. I said Marlo do not like her mama. Yeah, you could tell. I think you could tell she don't like her mama. You could tell Marlo can't stand her ass. Marlo had that lady come down to the TV girl with no teeth in her mouth. I said, okay, she don't like her mama. She don't like her mama. She don't like her mama. Girl, she don't like her mama. And that's okay. Girl, she don't like her mama. A lot of people don't like their parents. She don't like her mama. I said she don't like her mama just for the simple fact that was that lady's premiere. Girl, that was that lady's first episode being on, girl, cable television. And you had your mama come to that TV screen without no teeth in her mouth. Angela made sure her mama hair was done. You see, look at Angela made sure that her mama her out she had on her little outfit. It was pressed. It was cute. Angela made sure her mama had on a decent bra. Hello. Angela made sure her mama had her cute makeup done. Angela made sure her mama had her cute wig on. Angela mama looked real cute. You ain't never seen Quad Mama come down to Meriton Medicine. Quad make sure her mama be together. She gonna have a cute little jumpsuit on. She gonna have a little cute hair. Girl, Marlo had her mom on TV. Girl, with her instant tooth. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I said, she don't like her mama. She don't like her mama. She don't like her mama at all. She can't stand her mama. She can't stand her mama. But yeah, shout out to Angela's mother. Um, and then that business, Angela's mother does seem funny. Um, she basically says, they kind of start going over the mess with her and Charles. She said that she got in Charles' face because I guess he was saying that Angela didn't clean. Of course, I think it was more. Okay, but of course, I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I really think what it was, if we're gonna be honest, I think it was just the whole cheatation. I think that plays a big part in it. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Don't nobody parents, mama. I'm hoping daddy, but I'm just gonna go out on the limb and say nobody wants to know that their daughter is being cheated on or being mistreated. So I could see how that could cause some friction in the relationship with Angela's mother and Charles. So I'm sure and Angela already told us that she pretty much told them too much of her business, and by the time she looked up, it was like a little too late because the damage was already done, and now they don't like each other. Kelly and Chance, nothing. Girl, it really wasn't nothing going on this episode, honestly, y'all. Kelly and Chance. Kelly, can I say something? Girl, I do not like Kelly. Can I tell you, Kelly's dog look hungry? Girl, Kelly, your dog, that dog looks hungry. The dog look hungry. The dog look greasy. Girl, the dog look sweaty. The dog look hot. I want you to put a waffle and a piece of chicken in front of that dog and let that dog eat. That dog looks malnutrition to me. I don't care what y'all say. Girl, thank you. Girl, that dog looks malnourished. Girl, that dog looks sweaty to me. It's something about that dog that don't sit right in my spirits, but y'all know I'm not a fan of dogs anyways. Girl. Anyways, Chance wants a BMW. Kelly said she'll get her the BMW, but she gotta pay the car note. Chance, I get it. If you have the money, let me say something. If you are in a position to spoil your kids, then I say go for it. But Chance, your mama already told you she not paying no BMW car note. Girl, and I don't know if you know, Chance, but the maintenance on those foreign cars are expensive as hell. So you're gonna mess around and get that car, and when it's time to maintain it, girl, you're gonna be up a creek. You're probably gonna be paying a high ass $500, $600 car note. And when the maintenance comes around, you're gonna be looking crazy. Girl, if you don't go get your Toyota Corolla and sit your ass down somewhere. Anyways, one thing I will say, the best advice, girl, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I was thinking of my mama, girl. My mama was the one who taught me how to drive. At one point, she gave up, and I just finished the job by myself. I still remember my mama trying to teach me how to drive, girl. When I tell her nerves were so bad. And then one day I just remember grabbing the car keys and I was like, I'm gonna teach myself. And I was like, I got it. I'm just gonna drive around the corner. Eventually, and I learned. But I want to give y'all some good advice that Kelly said that she told Chance. And I remember one of my friends, Java. I've been knowing Java since 2002. I met her at Texas Southern University, where excellence is an achievement. Girl, her mama, Miss Veronica. I remember telling Java and Java telling me, when you drive, you got to drive for you and everybody else on the road. And when Kelly said that, that's the first thing I thought of. Kelly told her daughter, when you drive, you got to drive for you and everybody else around you. That is so true. Girl, when you drive, girl, you really do have to drive for you and everybody else on the road. I am a big believer that even if I am at a green light, even if I am at a red light, if the light turns green, that does not mean go. If I'm at a red light and the light turns green, that means you still need to stop, girl. And you need to make sure, because I guarantee you it's going to be a car trying to run that light and beat it. Okay? I can guarantee you it's going to be a car, girl, that's trying to hurry up and get through that light before we take off. So just because your light turned green don't mean you need to hurry up and just put your foot on the metal. No, you're supposed to sit there for a couple of seconds to make sure that ain't nobody trying to, girl, boom, okay? So yes, make sure that when you drive for everybody on the freeway, you drive for everybody on the road. You have to, whenever, you just have to drive for everybody. You can't just assume that everybody gonna drive right, because everybody don't drive right. Come on, especially on Westheimer. Thank you, Lons Blair. Don't go on. And that, girl, why? Literally, I'm not lying. Why I was thinking about Westheimer when I said that? Especially on Westheimer. Because back in the day on Westheimer, the girls and boys in Houston know what I'm talking about. Back in the day on Westheimer, they used to, I don't know if they still do it, but I know they did it back in the day. They would use Westheimer kind of like as a racetrack. Because Westheimer is just a straight road. And of course, there's red lights, but it's just a straight room. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back in the day, cars used to always race. So you just never know what's going to happen on Westheimer. It's a mess. Anyways, let's move on. Drew and her mama. So Drew's mama is at the house. So Drew and her mother are having a conversation. And they're talking about, she's basically telling Drew what a conversation that she had with Ralph. What did she say she told Ralph? Girl. It wasn't nothing bad, I don't think so. But all I know is when they showed, bitch, when Drew's mama was talking and they panned the camera to the basement. Oh, why? I don't know why I started screaming. She says that she doesn't understand the living arrangement. I don't understand it either. She said she doesn't understand with him being downstairs and her being upstairs, and the court didn't consider the kids into consideration. And she basically said, she basically said that when I say that the kids are bad as hell now and they acting out. That's basically what Drew's mama was telling Drew. The kids are bad as hell and they're acting out. Let me tell y'all something. I said this last week and I'm going to say it again. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a certificate in any of this. But I did think it was weird when Drew said that the lawyer told them that they could not, or they should not, or it was best if they did not tell the kids about the divorce. And I was like, girl, why are they acting like the kids won't know what the fuck is going on? You already got, girl, what's his name? Girl, what's the name? Jeremiah? I don't know. The oldest kid, I already saw an article online. That's what Ralph told Drew. Y'all don't think that these kids realize that mama is upstairs and daddy is downstairs? And girl, mama gotta leave 3 days out the month and daddy gotta leave 3 days out the month. And y'all not gonna tell them what's going on? And then when the kids Google shit on the internet, because I can guarantee you, those kids are Googling. I just told y'all, my nieces Googled me the other day. Girl, so my nieces are Googling me, girl, and my nieces are Googling me. Then you best to believe, with them having cameras in their faces a few times out of the year, those kids are probably going to Googling Ralph Pittman Drew Sidora. They Googling. Girl, they know what's going on. So I don't know why. I just think that's weird. That's so weird to me. And so now the grandmother is saying that the kids are acting out. Drew starts to cry. Oh, it was the middle child? That's even worse. It was a middle child that read it, that's even worse to me because if the middle child Googled it, you know the oldest child damn sure know what's going on. I thought it was the oldest child. But if the middle child Googled it and brought it to the attention, then that's even worse to me because that means that the oldest child definitely is on Google. Girl, the mama was telling the truth, and I don't think she was trying to hurt Drew. I think she was just letting Drew know that this is affecting your kids. Like this is affecting your kids, and I really don't think that the mother was trying to hurt Drew. I just think she was trying to tell her the truth. Like, girl, this is girl, like your kids are cutting up, and it's probably more than likely due to this divorce. Because she don't like Ralph. But you know what I also wonder too, y'all? Can I say something? Can I say something, y'all? And I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. I also want to know, where did Drew get that mindset from that she has about basically kind of being a mattress, a maid, and a mule for her husband? Especially with her mama. Ain't her mama a pastor? Ain't her dad, wasn't her father a pastor too? I think her mother's a pastor. Her mother's a pastor. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is I don't know, but if her mother was a pastor, I can probably also see where she gets that way of thinking. That's why she was out here telling Sonya, your job is to give your husband all the babies that he wants. And now your husband over here talking about he owns your name. girl, all I'm saying is Drew was out here giving some weird ass advice just for us to find out that Ralph has said he owns her name and he want 40%. Hello? All right, y'all. Here we go. Shamia and Porsha. Listen. Listen. I've already said, listen. Listen. I might be on the outskirts with this one. Here we go. But I'm standing on big business tonight. I ain't changing my mind. Girl, let me put some lotion on. Oh, wait. Here we go. I do think it's unfair that there are people out there. We're gonna look at this how we look at it. The way I look at it is the way I look at it. My perspective is my perspective, and yours is yours. Right? We watch the same show, and everybody can walk away with something completely different. What I say is not the gospel. It is not. It's not Bible. Okay. But this is the way I look at this situation with Porsha and Shamia. I don't think that Shamia is doing this for the show. If we're going to start at the beginning, Angela and Kelly are the ones who got this started. Really, Angela. Shamina, Angela, and Drew went out for drinks. This was 3 months ago, they said. I guess this was after that night that the whole mess went down with the pistols and whips. They started questioning Shamia about her friendship with Porsha, and Shamia was telling Angela and Drew that, and I'm paraphrasing, that she was disappointed in the way that Porsha showed up in their friendship in the past, and that she was scared to talk to Porsha sometimes. Fast forward, Angela don't owe Shamia or Porsha shit, but Angela was definitely being vengeful when she did what she did. Cool. Angela said, "I'm getting my lick back." Angela waited 3 months, and this is after Porsha said, "I'm gonna fuck your cheating ass, philandering ass husband," and Shamia giggled about it. That's when Porsha said, "Oh, well, bitch, I'm just gonna let you know, Porsha, that your homegirl was telling us that she was disappointed in how you was moving in the friendship, and she mad. She bothered that you didn't go to her wedding." Angela brought a conversation that was held off of the camera onto the camera. Now, here we are, right? Kelly goes and tells Shamia about what's going on, and now the mess has gotten started. So I don't think it's necessarily true that Shamia is using the show or she's selling out her friendship for the show. Because Shamia, at least on camera, hasn't did too many things, in my honest opinion, that would give me the perception that she's this horrible friend to Porsha. If anything, the majority of the time, she looks like a fool in her friendship with Porsha. So now they have to have the conversation about their friendship because Angela was the one who brought the mess onto the show. But I also think it's unfair to even what Shamia said. That's not this horrible thing that some people are trying to make it seem. Shamia said, based off what Angela said, that she was basically disappointed that Porsha didn't go to her wedding. That's not a horrible thing to say. Now, Shamia could have easily told Angela, let me be clear. Shamia could have easily told Angela and Drew, girl, me and Porsha are fine. We have worked through our issues. There's no there. And that could have been the end of it. But the fact of the matter is, that's not the end of it. Because let's not even talk about what happened in the past. Now, we can even go off what's happened this season. So even if Porsha was sorry and they've talked about their issues in the past, now we have new issues to talk about. Now we have to talk about, why did you show up to your best friend's party late? And then use the excuse, well, you know, in Atlanta, you have to leave at some magical hour to get to beat traffic, as if you're not born and raised in Atlanta. We could also talk about the fact that you sat at the table when Shamia was playing her song and tried to play in her face. So now the conversation is still going to come up about how Porsha shows up in her friendship with Shamia, because Porsha is still doing things that don't show that she's a good friend to Shamia. We ain't even got to talk about the wedding or Candy and Todd. We could just start at season 16. Shamia has not been honest with Porsha. She hasn't. And that's why this is still a conversation because Shamia never really got over how Porsha showed up in their friendship. So now they meet up, and now it's time for them to have the big conversation. And again, they're not having this conversation because Porsha necessarily brought it to the show or Shamia brought it to the show. They're having the conversation because Angela wanted to get her lick back. And the fact of the matter is, they're on a reality show. It would be crazy as hell for Angela to have brought up what Shamia has said about Porsha, and then Shamia and Porsha act like ain't nothing ever been said. We would be looking at our TV screens like, girl, y'all not gonna talk about what Shamia said about still being pissed off that you ain't go to her wedding? So Shamia, you could tell Shamia and Porsha already knew what was about to happen. Shamia did, I don't know if Shamia was nervous, but it was at the beginning of the conversation. Shamia was kind of like talking fast, over talking Porsha. So, like, how was your day? How was your week? Yeah, you okay. Like, so I don't know if Shamia wanted to get right to the mess. I don't know. But it was kind of like you could tell that it was like, okay, girl, we gotta have this conversation. Um Shamia apologizes for not being honest over the years about how she really felt. Um Shamia is basically telling her how she feels. And then Porsha does like this. Porsha goes, and then Shamia is like, am I boring you? This is the thing. Porsha doesn't want, Porsha is uncomfortable because Porsha Porsha doesn't want to be held accountable, right? Again, Shamia should be held accountable too, as I've stated numerous times, because Shamia, you've never gotten over what happened between you and Porsha. And you did yourself a disservice and your friendship a disservice by not being honest with your friend. If Porsha and Shamia really had a deep, honest conversation about what happened, it would not be an issue. But they never really had a deep, honest conversation. That's why it's still an issue. I guarantee you that's what it is. When they did talk, because I believe they talked. When they did talk about it, I think it was really one of those quick, oh girl, I didn't mean it. I was going through the okay, sister, you still my sister. And I think that was the end of it. I do. Porsha basically says that Shamia is doing this for the show. I don't think that Shamia is doing this for the show. I think at this point, Shamia doesn't have a choice. Girl, Shamia doesn't have a choice because Angela is the one who brought the outside conversation to the show. So Shamia doesn't have a choice but to talk about what the issue is because now it's become an issue on the show. Angela brought this to the group. She brought it to Porsha. Kelly brought it to Shamia. And Shamia wasn't the one who brought this to the show. No, they don't have. They have a choice. They do have a choice, but the choice, if you don't want to talk about the reality, is to get fired. That would be my response to you telling me you have a choice to talk about your friendship with your coworker. If you tell me that, your ass is gone. I'm not asking you to talk about something that happened to you in college. I'm asking you to talk about the relationship that you have with one of the women in this friend group. And if you can't talk about your relationship with one of the girls in this friend group based off of some stuff that another one of your coworkers said that you had, then girl, you gotta go. You gotta go. Porsha needs to go. Porsha doesn't want to talk about her friendship with Shamia. She doesn't want to talk about her marriage. Why is Porsha even on the show? Porsha gotta go. When it gets to the point the girls don't want to talk about their reality, I think that is the time where they need to cut ties with whomever doesn't want to share their reality. The whole point of reality TV is to talk about your reality. And if you don't want to talk about your reality, you got to go. The reality is, in this scenario, Shamia still has a problem with how you showed up in your friendship with her. And how we know is because Angela got her liquored up and she told the truth. Damn, hold on. Let my friend start shuffling. Girl, let my friend start shuffling silverware like she was about to play space while I'm expressing myself. I'm getting my shit and leaving, and you blocked. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. That's the thing. I think at this point, what's up, Carlos? I think at this point, again, I'm not saying Shamia hasn't done wrong, but Shamia, in my honest opinion, is nowhere near as bad as a friend as Porsha has been to Shamia. The most we can say about Shamia is that she told Angela that she was upset that Porsha didn't come to her wedding. That's the most we can say that Shamia has said about Porsha. That's the most we can say. And again, Shamia didn't have to say that. She could have said, girl, ain't none of your business, bitch. What's going on between me and my sisters, between me and my sister, hoe? She could have said that. She could have. 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 But she told the truth. And she told the girls in the friend group, yeah, I was pissed off. And yes, it did hurt my feelings. And sometimes I'm scared to have a conversation with Porsha. Now, I will say this much. Girl, are you scared? Girl, or are you don't want to have the conversation because it's difficult? But because as you can tell in this conversation she had with Porsha, Porsha didn't make having this conversation easy. Porsha didn't want to make having this conversation easy. It became more difficult than what it needed to be, and that's because Porsha would have had to fall on the sword. That's it. Porsha would have to own up and really have a in-depth conversation about what has happened. Because this is the fact of the matter. Even though Shamia and Porsha said they've had this conversation off camera, we were never privy to the conversation because let's just call a thing a thing. Shamia was just a friend of. So it really, if Porsha probably could have said, I'm not talking about that about my friend. My friend not even a housewife. Now Shamia's a housewife, Porsha's a housewife, and now these things are resurfacing about the things that happened in the past. So yeah, y'all gonna talk about it. I'm sorry, y'all. I would feel the same way, even if Candy, let me just say something. If Candy came back to the show and Phaedra and Porsha were on the show, it would be weird as hell, even if it did happen 7, 8 years ago, whenever it happened, it would be weird as hell for it not to be a conversation had about what happened, even if it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. It would be weird. It would be weird that now the conversation is coming up about how you really felt about Porsha not coming to your wedding, and now y'all are supposed to have the conversation and don't nobody want to talk about it, even though we know you had a problem because Angela told us you had a problem. So even though it was a long time ago, it does not take away from the fact that it was reintroduced to this show, and now you have to talk about it because you a housewife and you a housewife. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And then she says, when your mother says, don't trust me, or the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And then Porsha basically says, well, that's what she said. And then she said, well, that's what you said too. Now, mind you, this is the thing, right? Shamia is saying a lot of stuff. And Porsha is not denying this stuff now. Shamia is saying a lot of stuff, y'all. And Porsha is not denying this stuff. I wish we could be how we are off camera, on camera. And you told me they would have to pay me more money for that. Porsha gotta go. I'm sorry, y'all. Porsha gotta go. Porsha don't want to work. Porsha just wants to show up, throw her ass in a circle, girl twerk, and then Porsha thinks that that's what makes a housewife a housewife. Because even in the after show, Porsha said out of her own mouth that she wanted Phaedra to come back to the show because she wanted that twerk energy. That's what she said. Now, mind you, ain't nothing wrong with twerking. Ain't nothing wrong with twerking. But the simple fact that that's what Porsha has in her mind of what makes a good housewife, or the fact that that's what she thinks that the show needs from Phaedra, who's 51 years old. And Porsha said out of her own mouth that she wanted Phaedra back on the show because she wanted that twerk energy. And y'all wonder why I be walking around here, girl, calling the girls, the basketball wives of Atlanta, the baddies of Atlanta. Because in Portia's head, what she has, the image she has for the show, the trajectory that she wants the show to go into, it's that of a VH1T. It's that of a girl who runs across a table, throw bottles across the room. She wants Phaedra back on the show to bring some twerk energy. Girl, what? Girl, what? That would have to pay me more for that. And then she says, why are you trying to argue with me for the show? Cousin, how do you feel about this season so far? I mean, girl, it is. Thank you, Charm Nerd Locks. I mean, it is what it is. You know, it's been a lot of filler episodes, but I mean, I'm not. You know, it is what it is. You're like, I'm not. It's really like I don't know. It's. I mean, I give it like a B, probably a C plus. It really ain't, girl. We've had moments here and there, but for the most part, you can watch these episodes one time. And I'm someone in the past where I have had to watch Housewife episodes 2 and 3 and 4 times sometimes. When I get to the point where all I need is one time to watch a show, I know it's probably whack. And that's how I look at it. Because I like to be kind of detailed sometimes. Girl, I like to be like, girl, did y'all see when she picked up the cup at the table? Like, I like to see, like, did y'all see when the cameraman panned to the basement? Like, I like to be detailed in my reviews sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like, it's been times in the past where I've literally had to watch the episodes 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. But now this season of Atlanta, like, some of these episodes I could just watch one time because it really don't be a lot going on. Like tonight, like I literally just watched the episode. Like I didn't watch it last night. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching clips here and there online, but I just watched the episode today. I'm like, girl, it ain't a lot going on. Like, girl, I can just watch the episode. Like I could just watch the episode one time. I mean, girl, I can watch it one time and I'll be all right. Girl, ain't shit going on. She says, why are you trying to argue with me for the show? And then she says, this is a lot. Please stop. Girl, I don't know what Porsha's did. I don't know because Porsha gets up and runs away too much for me. Porsha gets up and she runs away too much for me. Anytime there's a conversation that needs to be had, Porsha wants to walk away or she gets quiet. Porsha doesn't want to talk about these scenarios. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm not going to take it back. Porsha don't want to talk about the shit because she's mostly in the wrong. I said it. Porsha doesn't want to talk about the mess because she's mostly in the wrong. And the other girls can talk about it because they can make their point. To me, the person who gets up and runs away all the time, they're probably in the wrong. Girl, because you know you can't explain the fuck shit that you done did. Shamia can sit there. Because Shamia knows that mostly her hands are clean. Like I said, she's had some missteps when she had the conversation with Drew and Angela, but I don't think it was that horrible like some people are trying to make it seem. I didn't like the fact that Shamia didn't stand in her shit, though. That was a problem I had with Shamia. When it came up, Shamia did try to play the old switcheroo. Oh my God, Porsha just took their word for it, girl. And I don't even like to take up for Porsha, but girl, Porsha ain't even said shit to you. Porsha heard what Angela said and left it alone. Like, Porsha didn't bring the conversation up. Angela brought it up and Kelly brought it up. But it wasn't necessarily Porsha. I didn't like that Shamia tried to do that because I saw what Shamia was trying to do. Because she had got caught basically talking about her friendship with Porsha. And instead of her just standing in it, like, yeah, you know what? I did say that because those feelings start to resurface. And I was pissed off. That's all she had to say. But anyways, Porsha says, this is a lot, please stop. Then she gets up. Then she comes back. And then she says, well, you want to get our food to go? And then Shamia says, well, I hate where we're leaving without resolve. And then Porsha said, well, I didn't know if you were ready to go. You weren't talking. Well, Porsha, you got up and left. Well, Porsha, you got up and left. And then as soon as you came back, you was like, so you ready to... Crazy. Girl, Porsha, you got up and left. Oh, she said this is dangerous? Girl, did she? Porsha, you got up and left. She was in the restroom giving herself a pep talk. I heard her like, you're okay. You're okay, girl. And then Shamia acts, she deflects and walks away to avoid accountability. That's exactly what Porsha does. She deflects and walks away to avoid accountability. Exactly. That's exactly what Porsha does. Porsha does it all the time. Girl. So then Shamia asks her, what did I do wrong in this moment, in that moment, when I was talking to you? Shamia starts to talk. I said she's spilling her... Baby, let me tell you, this is like what Porsha did. Hold up, y'all. Girl, let me show my ass. Babe, when I tell you, girl, but when I tell you, Porsha, bitch, when I tell you, bitch, that motherfucking Shamia, girl, Shamia, bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. Shamia was talking, and Shamia spilling her guts to Porsha. Bitch, here go Porsha. I said, bitch, what? Bitch, am I lying, y'all? Bitch, am I lying? Am I lying? Baby. Baby, the way she is, baby, Porsha started... Am I lying? Am I lying? Bitch, when Porsha started moving that silverware around in the middle of Shamia talking, girl, I would have got the girl, bitch. Girl, bitch, you got me fucked up. Now you my sister, but you got the game fucked up. I'm sitting here talking to you and girl, you shuffling dishes around and shit. Girl! Oh, James said, what's up, James? What's up, Spilling Boy TV? Baby, the wait, baby. And then she's like, she says, so Shamia is spilling her guts, right? Girl, she basically told Porsha, girl, did y'all hear Shamia when she told Porsha, you're always in a fragile state? bitch. When Shamia told Porsha, girl, you're always in a fragile state, so I always try to be careful of how I approach your friendship. Girl, she basically said, girl, you a mess all the time. Ow! And then she said, I don't want you to be upset. But girl, this is what she said. She says, I don't want you to be upset, but find the bandwidth to care about things that hurt me. I don't want to feel like I'm being dismissed. And girl, that's when Porsha started moving. That's when Porsha started moving the silverware around. Then this girl had the nerve to say, girl, this is what Porsha said. Go back and watch the episode. Porsha said, girl, so tell me, what can I do? Porsha, are you not listening to your friend talk to you? She literally just told you what you could do. Like she literally told you what you could do. She told you, I want you to find the bandwidth to care about things that hurt me. I don't want to feel like I'm being dismissed. She's telling you what she wants from you as a friend. So that lets me know that again, Porsha really not paying attention to what Shamia's saying. Because why the fuck are you asking her, okay, so what do you want? What do you need from me? Girl. And then she says, if I'm pouring my heart out to you, don't tell me to stop. I want to feel like you heard me or you care. And then Porsha says, okay, got it. Check. We'll do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't have a problem calling out Shamia. Let me be very, 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 very clear. I was one of the few ones who was on y'all asses because I didn't understand how y'all was going up for Shamia the way y'all was going up for Shamia. I don't have an issue with Shamia. Shamia, cool. But like I said, girl, people love people with money. Because all it took was for people to find out Shamia was married to a rich man, and then everybody started screaming Shamia should have been a face of the show. Y'all don't remember y'all saying that? And I was like, girl, why y'all acting like y'all don't know who Shamia is? Like, girl, Shamia cool, but girl, I'm not going like, girl, why y'all going up for Shamia like that? Like, she all right? Girl, like, she cool, but y'all acting like y'all don't know who Shamia is. Like, we've had a glimpse into Shamia's personality. Now we see Shamia as a housewife, but I was just like, girl, girl, what is we talking? Girl, I was like, girl, what is we talking about? Girl, like, why y'all acting like Shamia just, girl? People were saying Shamia was the best thing. She was a face. She should be the face of the show. And I'm like, girl, I mean, she cool. I ain't gonna give her all of that. She cool, but I don't mind not calling out Shamia when I feel like Shamia has done wrong, right? But I really do believe in the friendship that she has with Porsha. I believe that the majority of the fault falls onto Porsha. It does. And if the most we can say is that Shamia was talking or telling Drew and Angela that she was upset about Porsha not coming to her wedding, I don't, girl, at that point, I just feel like it's grasping for straws. Porsha and Drew pulled the same thing. Drew didn't want her mama making her look bad, and the same with Porsha. So they both got up to try to deflect. Ooh, clock that T. I really do. I really do feel that. I don't think that Shamia is just this horrible, horrible friend to Porsha. I don't. And again, we don't even have to go back to things from the past. We can literally just start out from this season. Porsha's behavior as it pertains to her showing up as a friend to Shamia has not changed. Porsha's behavior, so even if they had the conversation about Porsha and Shamia's friendship, Porsha still has added more gasoline to the fire because of the way that she's showing up with Shamia this season. So it's still giving people something to talk about. They were already questioning Porsha and her friendship to Shamia based off of just this season. They didn't even have to go back to the whole wedding stuff. When Angela brought up that stuff to Shamia, that was based off of something that happened this season. And I think we have to be very clear. Angela, what's up, Crystal? What's up? And we have to be very clear. Angela is the one who brought the conversation that Shamia had with her onto the show. It was not Shamia. Shamia didn't just up and sell her friendship for the show. With the way Peach Juice acts is when it's time to have adult conversations. I'll be apprehensive talking to her childish ass too. I know that's right. And I'm going to say something. Based off of the way that Porsha acts in that conversation, I don't want to say that Shamia is scared of Porsha. That may be a stretch with the word that she chose, or that's what Angela said she said. But based off of how Porsha interacted with Shamia in that scene, you don't see why Shamia would probably have a hard time having a conversation with Porsha. So I can definitely understand. Again, I don't want to use the word scared, but I can definitely understand why Shamia would have a problem having a conversation with somebody like Porsha. Look how she acts when you have a conversation with her. So, girl, sometimes I could see why Shamia could probably look at it through the lens of, girl, it's probably not even worth having a conversation. Because we talked about it, it's done, and we over with. And then you do have those people who believe, I'm not one of those people. You do have those people who believe that because we've been friends for 20, 30 years, that girl, we just gonna stick it out. So Shamia probably has in her head, I've been knowing this girl since I was in high school. We've been through pregnancies together, marriages together. So, girl, that's just my friend until the end. And Shamia is a people pleaser. So I can see why all those things would allow someone like Shamia to continue to be friends with somebody like Porsha. Just because of it's no different. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's no different than, girl, I'm about to piss some of y'all off. It's no different than people staying in fucked up marriages. People will stay in a relationship with a friend just because they've been friends since they were childhood. Even if the relationship is toxic as hell, you will stay in it. You will stay friends with somebody because, well, I've been knowing them since we were little girls or little boys. Even though the friendship probably is not healthy anymore, and the friendship should probably go its separate ways. You will stay friends with somebody. It's no different than a marriage. People will stay in a marriage just to say, I've been married for 50 years. Knowing damn well you probably stopped caring about that motherfucker 5 years into the marriage. But at least you can say, I was married for 50 years. People like to say, believe it or not, people like to say, I've been knowing this person since high school. I've been friends with my friend since middle school, and we're 45 now. But girl, y'all probably don't even too much care for each other. But it's good to say I've been friends with this person since middle school. So that's Shamia. I believe that may be a big part of Shamia's problem, that her and Porsha have been friends for so long to the point where she just does not want to end the friendship. Because ending a friendship, believe it or not, can sometimes be as girl, just as bad or even worse than a marriage coming to an end. Y'all have to realize I'm about to say some shit. I'm about to say some shit. Girl, y'all are probably more honest with your friends than you are with your husbands and wives. See, your friends know the shit your husband might not know. Your friends know your whole ass ways. Girl, the shit you used to do back in the day, right? Because you and your friend probably did this together. You got with your husband talking about, oh, I only slept with 3 people. Girl, your best friend know you probably slept with 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is, girl, sometimes these friendships are hard to break up. And that's probably what Shamia is in her friendship with Porsha. Two things can be true. Shamia been waiting to get her lick back publicly for what P co-signed, and P is a bad friend. Angela peeped Shamina in the after show. You know what? I didn't agree with Shamina. I felt like Angela was projecting. Honestly, I thought Angela was the one who's playing the what she say, playing the long run, whatever she said. I thought that was Angela. What Angela said in the after show, I thought that was for her, not for Shamia. That's what I thought. I said, girl, that's for you. Because let's be very clear, Shamia didn't need Porsha to get on the show. Shamia didn't need Angela. I mean, I'm sorry, Porsha didn't need. No, Shamia didn't need Porsha to get on the show. She had other avenues she could have went through to get on the show. She literally could have got on the show with Candy, because Candy had already been saying that she had been trying to get Shamia on the show. So she didn't need Porsha. So there was no need for her to like be friends with Porsha to gain access to the show, because she already had access to the show, and the access was Candy Burris. Be very clear. Shamia trades lightly with Porsha because they both know each other's bodies are buried and they don't want to be exposed for their hoish ways. Thank you, Miss Mika. So I think when Angela said that, like she needed Porsha, I was like, no, she didn't. She didn't. And from what the people are saying, I can't remember. Didn't Candy introduce Shamia on the show? We need to call Angela Jeppo the way she puppeteering these girls. Okay, didn't Candy? I don't know. I can't remember. I can't go back that far. My mind don't work like that. Didn't Candy introduce Shamia to the show? But even if she didn't, Shamia didn't need Porsha to get on the show. Mm. Okay, Porsha introduced her. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Porsha, like Shamia, they've been wanting to get Shamia as a housewife for years. But yeah, I felt like that was more. I felt like that was more so Angela than anything. Let me try to find the clip so y'all know what we're talking about. Sorry, y'all. Let me play the clip. Hold up. Let me try to find it. It's somewhere on the internet. Hold up. Let's listen to it together, y'all. Oh, girl, where is it? Oh, girl, I can't. I can't find the short clip. Let me see if I can find it. It might be on the neighborhood talk. I think I saw it there earlier. Or it might be on the Jasmine brand. Hold up. Did I see it? Let me go to All True Tea. They probably got it. I'm sure they probably have it. Hold up. Oh, girl, I can't find. I'm trying to find the short. Girl, I can't find it, girl. Porsha mad because the only thing she had that Shamia didn't was the show. Now Shamia got that too. Porsha down bad. Oh, Sam. It's the last few minutes. Okay, hold up, y'all. Let me try to find it. Okay, hold up, y'all.
That she didn't want me on.
Okay, here we go. Hold up. Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Okay, here we go. This is what Angela had to say. This is what we're talking about. Hold
I
up.
really hate that for her. Since you've been friends with both of them, do you think that Porsha wanted her on this platform? Do you think Porsha was like, this is mine? I honestly don't know, but Porsha's never told me that she didn't want Shamia on this platform. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not negating Shamia's feelings. All I know is Porsha's never told me, I don't want Shamia over here. I don't like her being over here, any of those things. You know what? I'm about to throw Porsha a bone here. I think Shamia is playing the long game. I'm sorry. What does that mean? Well, I think that Shamia wanted to be on this platform, and her friend was on this platform. And so Shamia was willing to put up with what Porsha was offering or issuing out on the friend side to get what she wanted. I don't take Shamia to be one you can walk over. No. I don't take her to be one who can be manipulated. I take her to be very calculated. Her friend got on this platform, and Porsha invited her on this platform with her. And then she coveted it. You okay? Yeah.
That's what she said. I don't necessarily agree because if Shamia was really trying to, take a spot upstage, use use Portia to be on the show, for the most part, we're not gonna sit here and act like most people know Shamia as being kind of like the wingman of Portia. Most people will say that the way that Shamia has showed up for Portia on the show, it makes her look silly. I don't think that would be the person who's trying to do the long game. And I think that the part that Angela is leaving out is that whatever conversations that we're having about Portia and Shamia's friendship this season, especially this episode, is due to you, Angela. Girl. Angela, it's because of you. And ain't nothing wrong with it. But we would not be having a conversation about Portia and Shamia's friendship if Angela hadn't came back and told Portia the conversation that they had off camera when they had cocktails. And then Kelly, girl, went and told Shamia at Portia's event. I think if anybody's playing the long game, it's Angie. Like I said, I'm not mad at it because Angela doesn't owe Shamia a goddamn thing. She don't owe Shamia a goddamn thing. Right. So I'm not mad at Angela because I felt the same way about Shamia. Shamia don't owe Angela nothing. I don't know. Yeah. I just didn't agree with Angela said. That's it. I was like, girl, I don't know. I just I just didn't agree. I was like, okay. But it is what it is. Was that the episode? Yeah. And then that was the episode, y'all. Porsha got up. They gave each other a hug, chest to chest, heart to heart. And yeah. And then they walked out the restaurant with their food to go. And that was the episode. Okay, Portia did say titty to titty. She sure did. She sure did say titty to titty. She sure did, baby. It wasn't any type of resolution. It wasn't. Because Portia didn't want to hear it. Portia was over it. Portia doesn't want to have a conversation about her friendship. It is what it is. Girl, they probably not gonna be friends no more. I mean, it is what it is. It's sad, but that's life. Right. Portia doesn't care. And Portia, I don't know if Portia feels like you're gonna have to pay me more money to talk about my friendship, as if, girl, the money that you make right now, like you're earning it. Portia is literally just being paid to just throw her ass in a circle. For the most part, Portia is giving. Why does she come back? And I'm not saying that because Portia not my fave. I'm saying it because Portia is not bringing us into the show. Portia really could have dominated this whole season. She really could have. Portia could have came in telling her truth, telling the truth, but she's creating these fake storylines. Anyways, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um, I think the reunion might be decent because I think that now they're probably gonna come in guns a blazing because they see what people are saying online. Portia and Shamia should have dominated this entire season. They should have, but I think they couldn't have because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But Portia's too. Oh, I hate to say it. Portia's too jealous of Shamia. Even after Kenya left, Portia should have stepped up, and it should have really been her and Portia running the girls. I mean, her and Shamia running the girls. But Portia probably doesn't feel that Shamia is like on my level yet, as far as the show. You would think that two best friends like would run the show. Like if me and my sister was on the show, girl, we running the show. You know, because Portia was in the position. Portia was in the position to be the HBIC. You see what I'm saying? So like at that point, like it really should have been her and Shamia like running the show. But Porsha doesn't look at Shamia as her equal, especially when it comes to the show. It's kind of like, girl, you a new housewife. Like running it. No, like for real, like running it. Girl, girl, please, me and my sister. Girl, please. Girl, I'm just saying, like, they were in that position. Like, Porsha has a position already, and then here comes your best friend, and your best friend got the money, the rich husband. Girl, they should have been locked and loaded. They should have been locked and loaded. But again, Porsha, I'm sorry, y'all, and I hate to keep saying this like I'm dragging Porsha because I really don't want to drag Porsha. But Porsha has done too many things this season that shows that she really has Shamia's back. She has. She's done too many things. So it's hard to even for them to be like Thelma and Louise or Batman and Robin, but or Gail and Oprah, because girl, you're still showing some hint of jealousy when it comes to Shamia. Girl, you ain't changed. They say the best apology is change behavior. So even if Porsha did apologize for the things that she's done to Shamia in the past, girl, the behavior hasn't changed. Because we again have at least 2 examples this season of you being still jealous and spiteful and envious of your friend. We don't even have to go back to the Candy and Todd. We can literally start this season. That's it. That's really it. And Porsha does not want to take accountability, but to say that she's in the wrong. Porsha be in the wrong a lot, girl. But again, the people, for whatever reason, are just now starting to realize it. I've been telling y'all about Porsha for years. Years, baby. Porsha never wanted her friend on the show. She had to map out her dream housewives list with Shamia on it for Shamia to believe her. Girl. Thank you, the Rebel Sunflower. No, that's Ronnie and Tricks. Okay. Come on, Ronnie and Tricks. Okay. Like Porsha literally came out and wished Shamia a happy birthday. This is how you know Porsha, girl. Porsha's best. Let me tell y'all something. Porsha's best friend song came out. Never had. Porsha couldn't even share the song with her platform on her platform. She says that Shamia ain't sent me the song. Girl, you could have literally. Girl, let me show y'all what she could have did for the people who act like they don't know. This is all she had to do. I'm about to show y'all. Oh, go off, girl. This is all she had to do. Go, screenshot it, crop it, done. Go to Instagram, go to the story, post the song. That's it. And she could have just did that. She could have did this. Let me show y'all. Let me show how you shout out to my BFF. We just hype her up. We got a Grammy on our hands. We got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that's all it takes. She could have said, we got us an NAACP award in our hand, baby. We got a BET award in our hand, baby. That's all she had to do. Let me show y'all. This all she had to do. Look at that. You see how quick that was? Y'all see how quick that is? That's all she had to do. All she had to do was literally just take a screenshot of the song, post it on her story, give her a shout out, and go on about her business. Okay. She don't do that because she said Shamia didn't send her the song. Shamia didn't send nobody the motherfucking song. Okay? But then, like 5 days ago, she posted about 10 pictures of Shamia wishing her a happy birthday. And it's more than likely because people have been saying that that Porsha is not a bad friend. So she probably feels it. So she said, girl, let me go ahead and give her a shout out. Let me go ahead and just say happy birthday to her. So I'm going to go down to Instagram and just post some pictures of me and Shamia and me, Shamia, and Phaedra and say happy birthday, Shamia, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you could have done that for her song. And then 2 days later, she tags Shamia and tells Shamia that you going down the wrong road talking about my mama. Girl, Shamia ain't said nothing about your mama to the point where you should have been running down to Instagram, girl, trying to call her out. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it like I said earlier. Girl, whatever Shamia said to Cynthia, she turned around and said it to your face. Girl, I keep telling y'all, Porsha is a thug when it's the right person. Because your friend just sat her in front of your face and said what your mama said. And girl, you was just like, well, she said it. Girl, when Angela came downstairs and checked your ass for saying you was gonna fuck her philandering ass husband, girl, you wrapped your towel around your body and took off running. See, Porsha know who she could play with. So again, I don't know why you're calling out Shamia online when Shamia said whatever she said to Cynthia, to you, at the goddamn restaurant. You see what I'm saying? Like Porsha acting like, girl, Shamia ain't said this shit to her. You could have checked her right then and there, but you didn't. But then you come down to Instagram talking about, I just watched the episode. Yeah, I just watched the episode, and you bringing my mama up wrong road. Girl, she brought your mama up to you. What the fuck you talking about? Cousin, I stumbled across your page, RHOA Season 9, and you are indeed clocking Porsha. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Okay. Cousin, I stumbled across your page, RHOA Season 9, and you are indeed clocking Porsha. I instantly became a fan, and have been riding with you ever since. Thank you, Jolie. Jolie. Thank you, Jolie. Yes. But yes, all I'm saying is, girl, like, girl, you you coming down to Instagram like you didn't have enough time to check, girl, Shamia. But Shamia really didn't say nothing about your mama, though. Shamia really didn't say nothing about your mama. She just said that your mama, your mama did say it. And that's the gag. Like, the gag is your mother said it. Because your mother said something similar to what Shamia said she said to Cynthia and to your face the second episode. She literally told you, you better watch the dog that brings home the bone. She said it. So that's why I'm like, yo, why is Porsha acting like why? You know what I'm like? Porsha, y'all be letting Porsha play in y'all face. Y'all let Porsha play in y'all face. Y'all be letting Porsha play in y'all face. I'm not gonna let Porsha play in my face. I never have and I never will. Never have and I never will. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Girl. Baby, Porsha wasn't listening to nothing. Baby, Porsha, baby, this is for baby when Porsha. Baby, let me tell you something. When Porsha, bitch, when Porsha started when Porsha started moving that silverware from one side of the table to the next, the way I would have cussed my sister out, girl, Porsha did just like this. Shamia was like, I just want. Shamia was just, girl, this is girl, this is Shamia. You know, I just want to be heard, and I want to feel like you're listening to me when I tell you things. I don't want you to sound like you're being dismissed. I don't want you to sound like you're doing. Okay, now what do you want from me? I said this bitch is crazy. This bitch is crazy. I said, oh baby, she crazy. 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 Yeah, she is crazy. Yeah. When Porsha started moving that silverware from one side of the table to the next while Shamia was trying to talk, bitch, when I tell you the way I was in here like, girl, bitch. I said, oh, girl, she playing in your face, Shamia. I owe Kenya an apology because Porsha going out bad. I think we just felt sorry for her all the time. I don't know, child. Thank you, V. I was laughing, but I felt bad for Shamia. But I was like, Shamia, girl, this girl is still playing in your face. Girl, still playing in your face. And even after Shamia told Porsha what she wants from her in the relationship, Porsha still turned around and said, what, wait, what did she say? So tell me, what can I do? Porsha, she just told you what you can do. You're not listening because Porsha don't care. She literally just told you what she needs from you as a friend. And then after she tells you, you to ask her, so what do you want? What tell me what can I do? I would have said, you know what, bitch? I love you. I love you. But girl, you're not gonna play in my motherfucking face like this for these goddamn cameras. You talking about I'm doing shit for cameras? No, girl, you're playing in my face, and I'm tired of you playing in my face. When you want to have a heart to heart with me, sister, girl, you call my motherfucking phone. And I would have said, ma'am, can you get my food to go? Girl, and I would have got my purse, and I would have got the fuck about that building. Because I'm not gonna let you play in my face like that, sister or not. Okay? You're not gonna play in my face like this. I'm gone. And when you got some what Nene what Nene told Bryce, and when you find it, when she said you done lost your damn mind, and when you find it, you come and have a conversation with me. What Nene told Bryce? Hold on. What Nene told Bryce? Remember Nene told her son that you done lost your damn mind. And when you find it, you come and talk to me. That's what I was on Porsha, girl. So you done lost your damn mind playing in my face. Girl. That food did. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. I know Porsha tore that food up when she got home. Cause she was already eating those greens. Girl, I ain't gonna lie. Girl, I did. Girl, I'm gonna go to that when I go to Atlanta, girl. Girl, I might need to go to Atlanta this weekend, girl. Y'all know I like to eat. Girl, when I go to Atlanta, girl, I'm gonna have to go back and take a screenshot of that place and put it down to one of my places to go eat. I'm gonna go there when I go back to Atlanta because that food did look good, girl. It did. Rock South, that was the name of it. Thank you, LC. Rock South. There we go. Thank you here, Ruth. Thank you so much. Rock South. Baby, we going. Oh, it's good. It did. It look good too. Am I getting on the plane? I'm trying. Oh, my goal is to get on the plane. Yes. Oh, girl. So crazy. I already got my tickets booked to a couple of places. I told you I had all these credits. But I'm the person that'll wake up and change their mind. Girl, I ain't booking a hotel or nothing. That's another thing too. I think I know I'm not going anywhere because I never booked my hotel. I always book my plane ticket, but I never book my hotel. Girl, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, I plan on going somewhere soon. Hopefully. I think I'm gonna be okay. I'm just gonna have a couple of cocktails before I get on the plane, and then I should be okay. I'm gonna just do what I always do: have a couple of cocktails, download all my stuff, to, I download my shows from YouTube. I download a couple of episodes on Netflix, download a couple of episodes on Peacock. So I always have a plethora of things that I can watch while I'm on the plane. So I never run out of entertainment. I always have my songs already downloaded. So I always have stuff to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a couple of cocktails and get on the plane and go on about my business. Come on! Hey Rodney, you can do it. I flew solo for the first time in 20 years. Come on, flying solo. Am I going to BravoCon? I think so. I think I'm going. It's like a 50-50. I'm thinking about going to BravoCon. I am. I'm not going because of the girls though. I'm going because it's kind of like, okay, girl, I'm gonna go, hopefully meet some of the cousins. That's it. But I'm not so far I'm not impressed by anybody. I mean, girl, girl. I do want to see, girl, believe it or not, girl, I do want to meet, girl, believe it or not. Girl, believe it or not, girl, I know y'all about to get mad at me. I do want to meet Britt, though. not I want to meet Britt, but if I ran into Britt, I wouldn't be mad about it. Girl, if I ran into Britt, if we was just walking down the hallway, I wouldn't be mad about it. Girl, why that girl, you know what's so crazy? Why I just realized we didn't even talk about that girl? Why, girl, y'all? When I tell you, can I say something? I'm about to start. I'm about to start. I'm about to go on a rant, girl. When I tell you, truly original, girl, Bravo, y'all really fucked up the goddamn show. Y'all really traded out Kenya Moore. Y'all fired Kenya for Britt, and girl, that girl ain't been bringing nothing, girl. This episode, the most we got from her was her in the goddamn room with her husband asking what dress she should wear. That's all we got from Britt this whole goddamn episode. I just remembered that. Last episode, I think that she was telling, what did she do? She was in the kitchen eating an egg sandwich. I really don't have no issue. Was I with Millie? I don't know. I don't remember that. I ain't got no issues with Britt. I just think she needs to be on Basketball Wives. That's it. Girl. I just think she needs to be on Basketball Wives. That's all. That's my only thing. She needs to be on Basketball Wives of Love and Hip Hop. But girl, y'all really got rid of Kenya. Like when I tell you I am so like, girl, like y'all really got rid of Kenya for Britt. And that girl ain't been bringing nothing. That girl ain't been bringing nothing. And that is no shade. The last two episodes, we ain't heard nothing from Britt. Girl, in the kitchen eating an egg sandwich. In this episode, in her bedroom, girl picking out a dress. I said, girl. And y'all really fucked around and fired Kenya, girl. Girl, I think it is so whack that Andy. Let me tell y'all something. Last night, Andy sent out a tweet and said, "Hey guys," I'm paraphrasing. "Hey guys, we're getting ready for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Send in your questions now." That's what Andy tweeted out. Mind you, they're gearing up for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, which they usually shoot at least 4 to 5 weeks before the last episode. And Phaedra still ain't on the show yet. The fact that Andy is already telling us they're about to shoot the reunion and Phaedra still has not made it down to the show, girl, when I tell you, as far as I'm concerned, it was a setup to make Atlanta fail this season. Because none of what y'all have done down to Atlanta makes no fucking goddamn sense. It don't make sense to bring Phaedra back and y'all are about to shoot the reunion. It didn't make sense for y'all to fire Kenya and keep Britt, and she ain't doing shit but eating egg sandwiches and picking out dresses. Girl. Porsha ain't giving us nothing but friend of. Girl. Honestly, based off of everybody's performances so far, the only three I would bring back next season, of course I would bring back Kenya. But Kenya probably not coming back. The only three I would bring back is Shamia, Kelly, and Angela. That's it. Everybody else will get a pink slip. If of course Kenya, I will bring Kenya back. But if I could bring Kenya back, the only three I would bring back is Shamia, Angela, and Kelly. That's it. Everybody else is gone. Everybody else gone. I can't bring Drew back. I ain't got no issues with Drew, but Drew, I be feeling like I don't know if Drew be lying. I don't know why I cannot get into Drew Sidora. I don't know. Like I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Drew. I don't know. I wouldn't bring Drew back. I don't know. It's something about Drew. I just cannot connect with Drew as a housewife. I don't dislike Drew, but when I like, I don't know. I don't know. They be lying, but Drew's storyline just be feeling like, no, they all be lying, but I don't know. It's just something about Drew. I don't know. I think that's what it is with Drew. I can take a leave, Drew. Like if she there, she there. If she not, she not. Yeah. I think Britannia would be more interesting if she opened up about her lavender. Oh, if opened up about her lavender marriage. We really, we don't really have that representation on. Girl, y'all so messy. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Oh, if she opened up about her lavender marriage, we really don't have that representation on TV. Oh, oh. Mm, mm. Girl, I don't know. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, girl, at this point, like I said, girl, at this point, I think they're trying to sabotage our HOA. Girl, I don't know. I'm almost at the point where if they come back, they come back. If they don't, they don't. If they come back, they come back. If they don't, they don't. Because it's kind of like, girl, y'all don't even care about the show. And they can let Kelly go. I'm sick of seeing that damn dog, Pink Slip and White Box. I know that's right, Chantel B. I'm sick of that dog too. Um, would I pick Mia over Drew? Not really. Not really. Mia is another one. Mia is like a Drew to me. If Mia there, she not, she not. I think Mia would have fit in with this cast this season, honestly. Without Kenya there, I think Mia would have fit right on in. They should have kept Marlo as a friend because Marlo would have made Porsha work. See, that's the thing. Porsha ain't working because ain't nobody there to make Porsha work. And it's sad that somebody has to make you work. But if Marlo was a friend of, she would have been on Porsha's ass. I guarantee it. That would have put some fire underneath Porsha's ass. Because right now Porsha just sitting down, ain't doing shit, don't want to talk about nothing. This fake ass beef she got with Drew that don't nobody give a damn about. Like, girl, it's falling flat. Like nobody cares about Porsha and the Drew beef. Nobody cares. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I don't like about the Housewives. I'm about to go off on a whole rant. That's one thing I don't like about the Housewives is because they come up with bullshit to cover up for the truth. It's like again, it's a slap in the face of the viewers. The fact is, people wanted to hear about Porsha and her marriage to Simon. That's what people wanted to hear about. And if she was not willing to talk about that, then her ass should have stayed gone. The stuff that people want to know about, the housewives never want to talk about. And then they come over, they conjure up these fake ass, exaggerated ass stories. And it's like, girl, you really trying to create this beef with Drew because you don't want to talk about Simon. Okay, girl, whatever. And you supposed to be the head bitch in charge. Girl. Whatever. I don't even care. That's it, y'all. That was it for the episode. Do y'all have anything else y'all wanted to say about the episode? That's it. The reason why I don't know if that, the reason why I said I wasn't buying that she can't talk about him, because if do y'all remember Porsha and Simon wearing each other out on the World Wide Web? Even to the point where at the beginning of this season, Kenya made a comment to Porsha, girl, I had to turn my notifications off. I can't remember what she said. Basically, like, girl, every time I got on Instagram, girl, Porsha, Simon was saying something. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that Porsha's not able to talk about it because they were online dragging each other every day to the point where Simon was calling Porsha a dummy and Porsha was saying that he had erectile dysfunction. That don't sound like people that can't talk about their marriage. You see, does that make what I'm saying? Unless the judge came in and told them y'all can no longer talk about y'all marriage. But at one point, I don't think that was the case because they were wearing each other out too much on Instagram for me to believe that they can't talk about their marriage. Is it true they're trying to bring Sheree back again? They trying to do something. Sheree gonna be at BravoCon. Girl, y'all about to get me, girl. Y'all about to get me right. Y'all know it don't take this much to get me, girl. Y'all about to get me riled up. Why the fuck is Sheree? I don't have no issues with Sheree, but why would Sheree be? Girl, I'm about to get pissed off. Girl, I don't even know. And girl, well, the Rhode Island, and that's the thing, and that's another thing. I've been hearing people say that the Rhode Island housewives are going to be there. Girl, I'm no shade to the Rhode Island housewives. Girl, I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't even know y'all. Girl, like y'all bringing people on, like y'all bringing people to BravoCon that we don't even fucking know. Do y'all really think that the cast from the Valley is that popular to the point that we really just like running to go see the cast of the Valley? I said this, I'm gonna say it again. In my honest opinion, I'm about to get started. Girl, and I'm gone. Girl, in my honest opinion, the Bravo was built off of the back of the Housewives. I think when anybody thinks of Bravo, they think of Housewives. Now I understand that there are more shows on Bravo. We have Below Deck, we have Below Deck Sea, we got Below Deck Mediterranean, whatever. We got a lot of Below Decks, right? We got the Valley, Vanderpump Rules, right? We didn't, we have, but for the most part, I feel like the Housewives is what built Bravo. So I think that for them to announce that BravoCon is still happening, and I don't even too much care. Rodney the Valley is so good, give it a chance. I'm watching the Valley, but I'm actually watching season 1 of the Valley. But in my honest opinion, I don't give a fuck about seeing those white people who, girl, we really don't even know. I mean, they cool, girl. They cool. It's a cute little show. But girl, am I really running down to BravoCon to see Michelle? But that's just me. Girl, that's just me. Girl, like half of those people on the Valley, we don't even know. I know Jax, Kristen, Brittany, I don't give a damn about. Other than that, like, I mean, I guess, like, I guess I'm not really moved. But yeah, I just feel like with BravoCon, y'all are announcing these people who are new to us when the fact of the well, I'm not gonna say it's a fact. I feel like what will make BravoCon pop is if it was kind of saturated with some of the known housewives. When I look at that list, those are not A-list Bravo celebrities. Those are C and D and girl F and G. Girl, I don't care. This is just for me. I don't care about none of those people from the Valley. I want to see, and I know it's not going to happen, girl. I would rather see Kenya, Porsha, Marlo, Candy. I know it's not going to happen. But y'all not even trying to do a good job. Y'all don't even have Real Housewives of New Jersey on the list. Girl, when y'all announced Beverly Hills, the only person I saw was Erica Jane and Dorit. Y'all don't have Cal on the list, not Sutton, not Bose. Like, what are we doing? Y'all not even trying to put like names out there to even like make us feel like we're getting like this A-list BravoCon. Most of the people that I saw, girl, Karen in jail. She can't go. Kenya, she fired. She might not be there. I don't give a fuck about no next gen NYC. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what's going on with Brooks and Riley and Gia and Kim. Like, girl, I don't give a fuck about them people. I'm not spending my money to go see the boat crew from below deck bring me the housewives. Thank you, Chantel B. I just think that they're doing a piss poor job at um, igniting the viewers. Like y'all not really giving for me. I'm speaking for everybody. Girl, I'm speaking for everybody. Girl, I'm speaking for everybody. Now they did say it's more people to come. But girl, they don't have any A-list Bravo celebrities. I'm sorry. Let's go through the list. Let's go through the list. Hold up. BravoCon 2025. Tickets go on sale in 17 days. Ugh. Girl, $1,463.52. Bitch. I'm about to start on OnlyFans, baby. Okay, cover my face up. That's what the girls be doing. Hey. Girl. Girl, look at this. Do y'all That's the first group of people. I don't care about none of them. I don't. If I bump into Angela, that would probably be cute. But Angela, I'm not on the Angela train like everybody else on the Angela train. I think she's running the girls. I think she's a good housewife. I think that she could be in charge of the girls in a few seasons, but I'm just not running to like, oh, girl, she's the face of the. No, girl. Mm-mm. Girl, look at this. Girl, you got that man. I think he's a chef from Below Deck. Girl. Then you got Brock, the thick ass. That's a thick ass. What is that? That's a thick ass white boy. But I heard he don't know how to keep his hands to himself. Is that true? That's a thick ass white boy. What's his name? Oh, Brock. That's his name. That's Sheena's husband, right? I hear a deadbeat or some shit like that. Though he got some kids somewhere across across the water that he don't take care of or some shit. And I heard he don't like to keep his hands to himself. Is that true? I don't know. Look at this. Girl. Girl. I mean, I guess. Girl, I don't even care. Girl, look at this. Girl. Girl, I mean, I guess. Y'all don't even know these people. Girl, we don't even know these people. We've been on these people for 1 or 2 seasons. That's it. I like Bronwyn. Don't get it twisted. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I think there is like I can like the girls, but that's a tad bit different. Me going up for you from my couch is completely different than me spending my hard earned coin. See what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. Me going up for you from my couch, like, oh girl, she cool. I like her. I go up for her. Girl, but do I really want to spend my money to come and see you though? Girl, that's a difference. All I'm saying is it's only a handful of girls on this list where I'm like, oh, okay. Like Dr. Wendy. Y'all know I go for Dr. Wendy. But Dr. Wendy ain't enough. Girl. Girl, where is Kenya? Where is Karen? Well, I know what Karen. And the thing is, I know where these people are, right? Karen and Jill and Kenya is fired. But, you know, like it's a difference between us liking these people from our couch and saying we're going to pay our hard-earned coin. Girl, to buy a plane ticket. Girl, put money aside for food. Girl, hotel. Girl, the tickets for BravoCon. Girl, that's a whole nother ball game. Girl, I like you, but do I like you enough to come and fly and see your ass? And I think that's what Bravo is missing. We can like the girls and go for the girls on Twitter. Bitch, that's free. But bitch, are the girls going to spend their money and come out and see them? That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother situation. You know how many people go up for the celebrities, but then when it's time to girl, well, let me book this ticket, let me book my hotel room, let me book my rental car, let me put money to the side for Uber and Lyfts, let me put money to the side for food, because girl, I ain't got no goddamn stove and my you know what I'm saying? Let me book my goddamn ticket for BravoCon. Girl, that's a whole nother ball game. And I think that Bravo is doing a piss poor job at trying to get the people to come out. Because when you look on Twitter, a lot of people are complaining about the price. Now the price ain't no different from last year. Last year I was blessed. Okay? Last year I was blessed. But the price isn't any different from last year. But the problem is, girl, are people willing to spend their money to come out and see the people that you're already promoting? That's the question. That's the question. People will get on Twitter and Instagram and go for their faves all day long. That don't mean they're gonna spend their money to come see these come see these people. I almost said bitches. That don't mean the people gonna spend their money to come see these people. And that's what y'all need. Y'all need to get the people to come out. And these people who y'all have on this list, it ain't moving none of the people. That's all I'm saying. And the only reason why I feel like The only reason why I feel like I should be there is because it's kind of like a part of my job in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like I talk about Bravo. There are some shows I review. So it's kind of like, okay, girl, let me just go. You know, it kind of come with the, and you have been talking about this for a long time, so I could just go and make the best out of it. So I'm probably gonna end up going, to be honest, girl. I'm probably gonna end up going, to be honest, but I'm just gonna make the best out of it. I'm gonna be sitting there, I'm gonna be there sucking my teeth the whole time, girl. This bullshit. I should have stayed at home. I'm about to go back to my hotel room. Girl, I'm about to go get some food. Get some bullshit, girl. Okay. Okay. Okay, baby. I'm just saying. Hmm. But I'll probably make a trip out there. Whatever. I don't know. Let me stop complaining. It doesn't even matter. I'm just complaining and it doesn't even matter at the end of the day. All right, y'all. Is that it? Because I can sit here and complain about BravoCon all day long and it's not going to change a goddamn thing. Oh, I need to come to Dallas. I'm going to come to Dallas. I am. You know what's so crazy? I literally had my bag packed probably like a month ago, and I literally had my suitcase right here. Well, when I was going out of town, I always have one out of town. My suitcase is always packed, believe it or not. I got 2 suitcases right here and one right here. I swear to God, I got my carry-on right here, and I got one big suitcase right here. I can open up the suitcase right now. All my toiletries, underwear. I got like 2 pair of pants, 3 shirts. I'm telling you, right here in this suitcase. Mm. And don't ever go nowhere. Oh, I saw Jossie is back. You know what? RHOP. I saw a photo today. So what's her name? Jazzy. Jazzy is back. Is it Jossie or Jazzy? She's back. I'm actually happy. I think she's cool. Even though, girl, even though, girl, it was giving side chick. But we're gonna leave you alone, Jazzy, until the season come back. But I'm happy she's back because I think that she was a good addition. I'm glad they brought her back. Jacqueline ain't back, baby. I'm glad too. She don't need to be back. Jackie was a flop. Jackie was a flop. She stayed under Mia's puss too goddamn long, if we're gonna be honest. Jackie should have been trying to she should have been trying to form relationships with the other women outside of Mia instead of always feeling the need to defend Mia. I'm gonna tell y'all what have made. Well, it don't even matter anymore. It's over. But what would have made Jackie stand out if she would have stood in her shit and went toe to toe with Karen. I'm gonna tell y'all when I was ready to throw Jackie off the motherfucking island. When she went out to Karen, I said, oh, okay. Girl, I sat up in my seat. I said, oh, okay, Miss Thing about to go out to Karen. I said, I want to see what she working with. Girl. And as soon as Karen had that lady crying, I said, "Get off my motherfucking screen, you're whack. Get off. I'm sorry, you're whack. You started all this shit. I'm thinking you about to give Karen a run for her money. You want to sit up here and you know what I'm saying? And Karen had you crying, girl. Karen said, I don't give a fuck about those tears. I said, oh, scary ass helper, get her ass off my TV. When I said I was done with Jackie after that, I said, girl, why are you crying? Girl, Mia did start it at the hat thing they had for Karen. But all I'm saying is Jackie also said too, she's just mad because I've been telling people that she called me drunk. Jackie said something like that along those lines. And then when it was time to go to war with Karen, your ass is at the table crying. I said, I'm not even I'm a very kind person. Girl, you were supposed to say, girl, fuck you, you drunk ass. That's what you're supposed to tell Karen. You were supposed to be cussing Karen ass out the way Karen was cussing your ass out. And when she let Karen wear her ass out, Karen was swinging Jackie all across that goddamn room. Had that lady crying. I said, oh my God. Girl, Jackie, girl, this was you would have did better, girl, get into an argument with Giselle. You know, Giselle is a little slow. You know, she really can't, you would have did better trying to get into an argument with Giselle, girl. Because Karen is so far ahead of you. Y'all gotta know y'all speed. Karen was not your speed, Jackie. I guarantee you, if Jackie would have hung with Karen and stayed on Karen's neck, Jackie would have came back. Jackie flopped. And it just appeared as though Jackie, I get it. Let me say something. I understand. Jackie, you know who Jackie remind me of? Shamia. Always up Portia's puss, always up Mia's puss. That's exactly how Jackie shows up on Potomac is how Shamia used to show up on Atlanta to me. The same person. Because they don't know. They feel like in order for me to be a friend to my friend, I have to always stick up for my friend no matter what, no matter if it makes me look like a fucking idiot. Girl, I'm not looking stupid for nobody. Not even my sister. I'm not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can have your back, but once I start looking like a goddamn fool, absolutely not. No, no. Mm-mm. No. It's enough for me. It's enough for me. And Jackie was willing to look like a goddamn fool over Mia and Shamila, as Marlo called her. Shamila and Shamina was willing to look like a fool over Porsha. And now Shamila don't want to look like no fool no more. And now Shamila don't know now Porsha don't know how to handle it. That's the real tea. That's the real tea. The real tea is Shamina is tired of looking like a goddamn fool. Girl, looking like a goddamn fool. And she trying to pull back. And girl, what's her face? And Porsha can't handle it. Because Porsha has always been used to Shamia, basically, girl, having my back and doing as I say and looking like a fool for me. And now Shamia is tired of looking like a goddamn fool. Girl, Shamia is tired of looking like a goddamn fool. And girl, Porsha can't handle it. That's the real tea. Shamia's trying to show people I'm not a goddamn fool. But we've already thought you was a fool for the last since you've been on Housewives. You know what I'm saying? Baby, let me say it, baby. Girl, this is the real tea, baby. I want to know the backstory to these two. I want to know the backstory to these two. I want to know the backstory to the city girls. It's the city girls. I want to know the backstory to these two. That's the story I want to know. Salt and pepper. We call this salt and pepper. The original freaking frack. The city girls. Yes. Chocolate and vanilla. Girl, I want to know the story to these two and why they fell out. Girl. That's what I want to know. Baby, when I tell you, baby, they look like, baby, when I tell you, baby, you can tell they some work. Baby, let me tell you something. Baby, I love it though. I love it. Because I know they used to be hell on wheels with these niggas. Girl, I know that. I can already tell. I know. And you know Miss Diane, she still ain't changed. Let me shut up. Girl, when I tell you, I could tell, baby. I know they used to be hell on wheels with these niggas. I know they used to be, baby, I love it. You could tell when the girls used to be hell on wheels with these niggas in the streets. You could tell. I could tell by the way they look. But that's the story. That's the real story. The original City Girls. Hello? Hello? I want to know. I want to know why they fell out. I need them to bring, girl. I need them producers, girl, because y'all, if Porsha come back next season, I need y'all to make sure somebody have a Mother's Day brunch. Girl, I'm telling y'all how you do it. Okay? I need for next season, if Porsha and Shamia comes back, I need y'all to have something honoring all the mothers. I need y'all to have a mother's love brunch, a Mother's Day brunch. If y'all are still shooting I don't think they'd be shooting in May though. I need y'all to have something honoring the mothers, and I need everybody mama to be in attendance. Hey, see, y'all need me on the show. I'm giving y'all a scene. I'm trying to give y'all the next mama. I'm trying to give y'all the next Mama Joyce and Miss Sharon. Shout out to Miss Sharon. May she rest in peace. I'm trying to give y'all something to work with next season. See, y'all hoes don't know how to produce down now. I'm trying to tell you how to produce. Next season, make sure Shamia or Porsha have an event honoring mothers. And we need all the mothers in attendance. Hello? Because it's something going on with these two. It's something going on. It's something going on with the original freaking frack. It's something going on that they don't want to get out. Have a Mother's Day event. I'm telling you. Because it's something, they don't fool with each other for a reason. It's something going on with these two. Y'all can have the next Mama Joyce and Miss Sharon if y'all play y'all cards right. Have somebody do a Mother's Day brunch. Have somebody do a Mother's Day something. It ain't even got to be on Mother's Day. Girl, not even on Mother's Day. Just have something honoring mothers. And tell them we need all the mamas in the building. Your mama, your mama, your mama, your mama. And if you ain't got no mama, bring a woman who you care about. Bring your auntie, bring, girl, your grandmama, bring your best friend who you look at as a mama. Bring a woman. But it's really and truly, I don't really give a fuck about y'all mamas coming. Really and truly, I don't give a fuck about nobody else mama coming. I want these two mamas in the building. Everybody else, it ain't got to be your mama. It could be your best friend. But these two mamas, I want in the motherfucking building. Because we going to get to the bottom of this. Yes. Y'all already opened up the door. Let me tell you something. Y'all already opened up the door. Porsha mama started it. Porsha mama started it. Girl. Okay, a Black women empowerment event honoring maternal health. Yes, and they let the girls fight. Yes. Girl, Porsha mama started it, and then Shamia already told us that basically, girl, your mama don't like me. So basically, Miss Diane don't like Shamia because of some shit that happened with her and her sister when they was younger. I'm talking about Porsha's mama. Miss Diane and Porsha's mama used to be sisters. And now she don't like Shamia because some shit that Shamia's mama done. Hello? That's what's going on, y'all. And we need to get to the bottom of it. Girl, y'all not producing right down there. Y'all not producing right. I'm telling y'all, this is what y'all need to do next season. Just let Porsha come back just so we can get just get Porsha just let Porsha come back. Girl, because I want to see how this is gonna play out. This right here. I want this this right here would be the talk of the season. To have another Mama Joyce and Miss Sharon, oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Girl, see, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all talking in code. Stop talking in code on the show. Stop talking in code. Because you got Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana. Girl, you got Dirty Diana out here talking about be careful of the dog that brings you back the bone, right? And then you have Shamia telling Cynthia that, hold up, you got Shamia, baby. Can you imagine Dirty D's IG flying, baby? Baby, listen. Then you got Shamia telling Cynthia that Porsha mama was telling her to be careful around Shamia, and that she don't know how to accept Shamia because of the history she has with Shamia's mama. Well, that would hurt my feelings, okay? It would. That would hurt my feelings. It would. If I've been knowing you since I was a little girl in high school, a young girl in high school, and you're saying that you don't know how to take me because of some shit that happened between you and my mama, girl, what? I ain't even did nothing to you. girl, I have been knowing your daughter since we were children, and we have, girl, got married and had kids and divorced and got married again, and you what? Girl, my feelings would be hurt if my best friend mama said that about me. It would. Especially if you've been knowing me since I was a child. It would hurt my feelings. It would. But you know I'm a little sensitive though. I just talk a lot of shit. And then tells her to be careful around Shamia. You can't trust her. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And then when Shamina brought it up to Porsha, Porsha said, "Well, that's what she said." Porsha ain't said, girl, my mom ain't said no shit like that. She said, well, that's what she said, girl. So now we got it. So now we know there's a problem there. There's a problem. So go ahead and bring Shamia mama on the show, Miss Diane on the show, and y'all need to make sure that they at an event together and get the shit popping. Y'all don't know what y'all doing over there, girl. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. It be easy shit, y'all can, girl. It be easy shit. Like Porsha in her storyline, girl, y'all should have made Porsha talk about Simon. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She should have. You cannot leave, and I'm gonna leave Porsha alone. You cannot leave the show a single woman and come back in the midst of a divorce and think that you ain't supposed to talk about that shit. Girl, how do you leave the show a single woman and then you come back to that same platform in the midst of a divorce? Girl, when you left us, you were single. You come back, girl, you done got married. Girl, you in the middle of a divorce. And girl, you not gonna talk about it? No, absolutely not. Absolutely no. It's enough. Anyways, y'all been on her too long. That's all I had to talk about. This video is too long. Too long. They get it from their mammy, and they know how to hand it. And she got a motor like a girl. Ain't that Jackie O? She fine with a big behind. Okay. I'm gonna do this thing one time. Talk this shit now, roll with it. Talk that shit now, roll with it. Talk that shit now, roll with it. Roll with it. Roll with it. Wanna talk that shit now? That's Jackie O. See, some of y'all girls don't know about Jackie O. That's for the old school girls. Okay, talk that shit down, roll with it. Girl, talk that shit down, roll with it. Okay, shit. She fine with a big behind. Baby. Huh. Bitch. Anyways, y'all, I'm gone. Y'all have a good night. Girl, this is exactly why I like to go live and talk about and do reviews because I'll be on here all goddamn night. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Is there something to talk about tonight? I might do a hot topics video tonight if I can find something to talk about. All right, I'm gone. We'll figure it out. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye, y'all.